Ashes of Eternity. Part 1. The One Who Died Beneath the Stars. Everything ends beneath the stars. Not with death, not with pain, not with fear. Only silence. I always thought the end would be loud. Screams, fire, collapsing cities. But in the moment when everything ceased, I heard only a whisper. RN, don't forget. My name. The last thing that remained in my memory before the light disappeared. I died, but when my eyes opened again, the sky was still above me, and the stars still burned. Only the world had changed. The air smelled unfamiliar. The earth breathed differently. My hands trembled, as if I had awakened in a body not my own. Young, weak, alien. This isn't my body. I can feel a power sleeping within it, but it's not mine. It rejects me, as though refusing to recognize its master. Where am I? What is this place? The spells I once commanded do not answer. Even the simplest spark of light ignores my will. I, who once ruled storms, cannot light a candle. The world has cut me off from myself. And then I heard a voice, cold, ancient, without breath or flesh. You still live because I allowed it. Who are you? I asked. The one who keeps time. The one who watched you fall. The keeper of time. Then tell me, why am I here? Why does my heart still beat? Because you wanted it to. You called to me as the world collapsed. That's a lie. I didn't call. I asked for only one thing, peace. And you were given life instead. The past isn't over yet. The past. The word struck like pain, faces flaring like embers. Students who swore loyalty, friends who became enemies, and her, Liara, my apprentice, the one who died protecting me. Her eyes were always clear, like the sky after rain. She believed in me more than I did myself. I remember her smile before death. Why do I see her again? Why does this image live in me, like a wound that never heals? I looked around. The world was unfamiliar. The trees towered higher than before. The air was warm and heavy, like the breath of another time. The spells that once commanded the sun are forgotten. The cities I defended have vanished. The world is no longer the one I died for. And yet, something in it calls to me still. I must learn who dared to bring me back. And why. Not out of mercy, but out of calculation. The living are never returned without a price. Every debt demands payment. In the distance I see a city, towers gleaming beneath the sky, bridges crowned with floating crystals. In this world's tongue, it is called Asterion, an academy of magic where the brightest minds gather. If answers exist anywhere, they lie there, among those who study secrets, unaware that the source of those secrets now stands at their gates. I seek no power. I have already seen what it leads to. Now I seek only to know why I live and who dared to touch my fate. Let this world call me a stranger. Let it doubt the legends. Let it believe I am a myth. I will become the shadow that seeks the light. The world has forgotten my name, but I have not forgotten its own. And if the stars once bore witness to my death, let them now witness my return. Today I took the first step in a world that does not yet know that an ancient corpse walks its roads once more. I walked for a long time. How much time had passed? I didn't know. The sun rose and fell without asking who I was or why I had returned. Each step echoed through my body with pain, but pain was familiar. It reminded me that I was alive. And for now, that was enough. The road led downward, toward the city. I had seen its outline from afar. Towers, bridges, the shimmer of crystals in the air. But now, standing at the foot of the hill, I realized this world had changed. Magic still floated in the air, but not as power. It had become decoration. People walked the streets dressed in strange fabrics, wearing mechanical bracelets and glowing stones upon their chests. They laughed, argued, traded. I stopped and watched them as one watches a miracle. 3 centuries had passed since my death, and everything I once built had turned into a toy. Once, crystals were seals of the elements. We locked energy inside them so it would not destroy the world. Now they're sold on every corner. A boy runs past, clutching one that glows with a soft light. Look! It shines! I almost smiled. Yes, it shines, with the remnants of a power you will never command. I walk on, People don't notice me. And that's for the best. They don't sense the depth that breathes beneath the ground. But I do. Magic hasn't died, it sleeps. And someone is keeping it chained. In the square stands a tall monument. On the stone, the words are carved. The mages of the past brought darkness to the world. Let science keep it in light. I run my fingers along the letters. So that's how they remember us? The darkness they fear was our shield, and the light they cherish, the ashes we left behind. The bookshop smells of dust and time. I enter, expecting nothing. An old man behind the counter lifts his eyes. What are you looking for, traveler? History. He smiles, toothless and weary. History? The old kind or the true one? The one with at least a drop of truth. He thinks for a moment, then pulls out a book. Here. Legends of the Fall of the Eternal Ones. There's even a story about a mage named Freeze. And what do they say about him? That he betrayed the gods, but in his last moment saved humanity. Though, maybe it was the other way around. Silently, I take the book and turn a page. There, an illustration. My face, young, proud, eyes burning with flame. The old man chuckles. Funny, isn't it? They say he was immortal. I close the book. He died beneath the stars. Then the legends lie, the old man replies, turning away. I step back into the street. The air feels heavier. The city hums like a hive. I feel eyes upon me, not human eyes, but those of time itself, as if space itself recognizes me. On the horizon stands a tower, its peak wrapped in light, the Academy of Asterion. Once, it was a temple. Now it is the home of those who rule knowledge. All who seek truth gather there, and perhaps there I'll find who brought me back. I don't want fame. I don't want power. I only want to know why I was given a second life. In this world, I am a shadow. But a shadow that still has eyes. Once, I was Arin the Eternal. Now, I am no one. And let no one become the one even the stars will learn to fear. The Academy of Asterion stood atop a hill, wrapped in the shimmer of morning mist. Its towers reached toward the sky, as if yearning to touch the stars. Once, I helped raise temples. But I had never seen stone alive like this. Every wall here breathed with energy drawn from air, light, and words. 2 guards stood at the gate, young, dressed in uniforms marked with the sigil of the 6 elements. One of them glanced at me lazily. Newcomer? Papers? My name is Ren, I said, slightly altering it. Not Arin, just Ren. I've been transferred from the Lyoran school, I added, steady but without arrogance. The guard frowned, unrolled a scroll, scanning through names. Ah, here. Transfer from Lior, General Elemental Faculty. Go ahead. I nodded. It never even crossed their minds that before them stood a man whose name people once feared to speak aloud. Inside the academy, the air felt different. Hundreds of energy streams intertwined between halls, like invisible threads. I felt them brush against my skin, as if recognizing me. Some resonated, a soft chime, almost a greeting. The world was trying to remember me, but couldn't. In the main hall stood a girl. She was reading from an ancient folio, oblivious to everything around her. Long, silvery hair cascaded over her shoulders, and her eyes gleamed like moonstone. When I passed by, she lifted her gaze. And for a heartbeat, the world seemed to stop. There was something familiar in those eyes. Not the face, not the voice, the look. Only one person had ever looked at me that way. Liara. But it couldn't be her. She was gone. And yet, my heart trembled, as if memory itself recognized its old wound. Hey, you there! Someone called. You're new, right? I turned. A young man in a dark uniform, wearing a confident smile. I'm Dairen, he said. Assistant instructor, if you don't want to die on your first day, stay close to those who know what they're doing. Thank you, I replied. Oh, polite too. That's rare. Usually the new ones rush to prove how great they are. He grinned. Come on, I'll show you to your classroom. We walked down long corridors where the walls shimmered with crystal light. Dairen talked, a lot, about the rules, the professors, and strange accidents during training. I listened absently until I caught a name. By the way, he said. They just added a new course on ancient magic. Taught by Professor Lyariel. She's odd but powerful. They say she doesn't even have a family name, like the ancient mages. I stopped. Lyariel? Yeah, they say her name comes from an old legend about a mage's apprentice who defied the gods. Can't remember what the mage's name was, though. I don't remember either, I said quietly. He shrugged and walked on, but I stayed still. The name struck deep. Liara. Lyariel. Coincidence? Or the work of time itself? Later, during the lecture, I sat at the very back. The instructor, an old man with a dry voice, spoke in a dull, steady tone. Perfect. No one paid me any attention. But when I touched the practice crystal to activate a spell, the air trembled. The crystal flared too brightly. For an instant, the room was flooded with light, as if a miniature sun had burst inside. Students cried out. The instructor spun around. Who did that? I lowered my hand. Sorry, energy overload. He frowned but said nothing more. Still, I felt eyes on me, wary, curious. And among them, the girl with silver hair. She didn't look away once. After the lecture, she approached. You're not from Lior, she said calmly. Your aura? It's different. Different? It feels like something I've seen in old chronicles. Like the one who died beneath the stars. My fists clenched. It's just coincidence. Maybe. She smiled faintly. But if it isn't, the world will soon remember the truth. She turned and left, leaving behind the faint scent of lavender and unease. I stood there for a long time, watching her go. The world lives on after me, but the past hasn't let go, and perhaps it too has returned.